goes out first to all my brothers and sisters that are being killed behind Israel. May Allah be with you all. Allahu Akbar. May all Muslim countries come together and fight for our brothers and sisters. If anybody knows history, Israel was never given to the Jews. Israel was given to the Jews in 1945 by the United States government, which they had no authority to even mess with Israel, but everybody got to understand is that there's so much hate and discrimination because of a person's color, nationality, religion, and that's the way the system is, and we got to stop this. We got to start getting rid of all of these crooked judges, politicians, all of them. We got to remove them from office. You got so much corruption in the United States, from police officers, pigs, sheriffs, deputies. They all so fucking corrupt, man. Every one of them. And they some racist motherfuckers. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So I'm waiting for this court hearing. This judge violated a federal law, which I looked up this judge, and this judge got a lot of complaints against him. And he's a drinker, from college and whatever. He had a couple of fights and stuff like that. We looked up this judge. The judge violated not only the procedures of rules and regulations, but also the constitutional rights of my freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of expression, and also what is states by the United States Superior Court that ruled so many times that Congress shall not inflict or deny anyone the right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of what you want to say. They already ruled that. So many, even if they didn't rule it, that's your constitutional right, because it's under common law, and that's what everybody got to go by, common law. Read your constitutional rights. Fuck the state constitutional rights. State's constitutional rights don't mean shit. They violate the state constitutional rights is void, completely void, because it inflicts with the federal constitutional rights. There was a ruling out of Chicago and New York and Washington, D.C. recently, and this is what it states in this ruling. Under the Constitution, Bill of Rights, 1776, et cetera, the people have the right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press. So many cases go on about that. They got the right to curse. They got the right to swear, whether in writing, on the internet, since new generation. They got the right to curse out the police, the sheriffs, the judges, any government officials. They have that constitutional right. Okay? In Michigan, a guy was arrested because he was charged with disorderly conduct in public, because he gave the finger to a cop. He was walking and the cop just stopped him, and he was African American. Under the color of law, he violated that right off the back. Under color of law, 1983, under color of law, he violated that. Went to the Court of Appeals in Michigan. Michigan ruled that he has every right, every constitutional right to say F you, curse, swear, the hell with you. He has every constitutional right to say that, even give him the finger. He has a right to put it on the car. He has a right to put it in his window. He has a right to even put it on the internet. Period. That's already been ruled. we're not going to sit here and violate his constitutional rights. He has a right to file a lawsuit to bring charges against the DA or the prosecutor or city attorney that filed the false charges on him for violating his constitutional rights and his acts. You got that constitutional right to swear, to curse, regardless if you hurt someone's feelings. Your feelings have nothing to do with the constitutional rights, period. That's out of Michigan. Chicago, February 15th, 2023. Not only overturned this guy's conviction, but also the courts grant him, which don't make no sense because nobody should grant us anything. We should have the constitutional rights to sue. But this is where it gets even better. The police arrested a guy on a traffic stop and his girlfriend, claiming that his back light was out. The question now, which arose to the appellate court, is that when he cursed the officer out, does he have that constitutional right? Yes, he has that constitutional right to curse out any law enforcement, any government official, etc., etc. He also has the right by the Constitution to file a lawsuit against any government employee, that from judges, DAs, city attorneys, etc., etc. He has that constitutional right to bring suit against them. No ifs and no buts. Not only was his language and everything else is protected by freedom of speech, but swearing, cursing, etc., etc., is also protected by freedom of speech, regardless. Colorado, March 2023. An employee was standing outside of a Walmart smoking a cigarette. Two officers approached him because of his nationality. That's what it says. But we're not here about his nationality yet. We are discussing, did they have the probable cause to arrest this man because he said, fuck you to the police, to the deputies. The deputies violated such and such his constitutional rights. He has a right to curse. He has a right to swear. He has a right to say whatever he wants to say under the Constitution. He has a right to bring lawsuit against the district attorney, the city attorney's office, and the city for violating his constitutional rights, which is protected by law. Once you held someone for violating of their constitutional rights, all government employees can be sued under 1983, not only just color law, but also for violating that individual's constitutional rights. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press. You can give an officer the finger, they can't do nothing. You can curse them out, they can't do nothing. I have seen in my lifetime, since I've been a judge, that officers do worse than that than the citizens of Colorado. We cannot give only one side the law to protect. The law is out there to protect. The constitutional rights is to protect all citizens of the United States, period. You cannot keep infringing on the citizens and violate their constitutional rights of freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression because you do not like what they say. That is a violation of the constitutional rights, no matter what. You are liable to be sued, and the city is liable to pay of all damages to the defendants, regardless. So in respective of defendant such and such, we are granting his lawsuit against the DA, city attorney, and the city, and the sheriff and deputy that arrested this man for violating his constitutional rights, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression. You have the right, the people have the right to say, fuck the police, give them the middle finger, call them whatever they want to call them, motherfuckers, bastards, pigs, jerks, assholes. You have that constitutional right. There's no ifs and no buts. You have that constitutional rights. Now, while I'm bringing this up, see this person right here that's yellow? That person calls the police on me every fucking time, everything I say on the internet. Every fucking time. Here's a deputy, supposed to be a chief deputy, which we investigated this guy, found out some interesting stuff about this guy here. He's an alcoholic and abusive. Deputy Joseph, well, Joshklein, okay, claimed that they got a call from this individual about my YouTube. And it states right here, what the statement is that he disgusted his divorce judge, called them racist and everything else, and other judge that was supposed to call racist and everything else. Racist and conspiracy. It's not against the law. Since when calling you a racist motherfucker and conspiracy against the law? That's not against the law. There's no law in the books to say that I don't got the right to call you racist. There's no law whatsoever in the United States, in any world, that got the right to say you could book me because I called you a racist motherfucker and conspiracy. Yeah. See, I'm mad now. Now I'm mad. Now I'm fighting strong now. I'm fighting strong, you know. And so then he says, because this is the good part, because which is good that it's in the police report, because they violated his constitutional rights. Well, they did. Let me see. What did the judge do? My divorce judge. She allowed perjury willingly, knowingly that it was perjury. She allowed false documents into a courts on blank out pieces of paper when I got the same document to prove that something was not paid, but they allowed a dark blank piece of paper to be submitted that doesn't prove a damn thing. And if anybody in their right mind know, a charge off means that it was sold to a collection agency. A write off means that it was sold to a collection agency. So they get the money back from Uncle Sam and they sell it. So you're getting charged fucking twice for the same item, but more, you know? And so then this other idiot deputy, which I'm subpoenaing all of them to be in court. And I'm going to tell y'all something else before I get ahead, is that if anybody knows, when they put out stuff on video on Zoom, that's against the law. It's in violation of your privacy. Yes, it's in violation of your privacy. A case was already heard about that, and they ruled it was in violation of this guy's privacy. It's nobody's business. That's your privacy, you know, period. That's not open records to the public. No divorces are open records to the public. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. That's violation of your privacy. Okay, the court's already ruled that. All right, and these judges in Minnesota don't follow nothing what the United States Superior Court rules are, which when you go against a judge and a ruling is overturned, they hate that. But that's good, though, because now you know that the judge did not follow the rules and the Constitution and the court rules and regulations, so he could be sued. So then this other deputy goes here, okay, appeared to be referring to such and such, which I never saw this judge, mind you. I was denied a hearing because of the snowstorm. I was denied a hearing because of the snowstorm, which his ruling don't mean shit, it's void, because he denied me a hearing during the snowstorm on January 3rd, all right? And then it goes here. See, this is how I'm getting these motherfuckers for lying on a police report. Because we're looking at the video, we're writing everything down what I'm saying, right? And it's going to be played. It states that I'm coming after you what the law and the constitutional right gives me the right to do. And that's to sue you under 1983. All of that's not in this report. See, pig-ass deputies, sheriffs, pigs, cops, judges, they can't go by a police report. That even says that in a lot of case rulings. This is valid. This right here is not valid. This is void. They can't go by police reports whatsoever. See, so they switched up the words, and what's going to make them look bad in trial is that, wait a minute, because I'm going to give the jury members a copy of the report. They got the right to read that. I'm going to, wait a minute, he didn't say this. This is what he said, so y'all switching words around to try to get the man. So he goes here, He threatened him. No, I didn't threaten nobody. My statement was, quote, unquote, I'm coming after you, what the constitutional right says and the law says I got a right to do. That's not a threat. That's not a threat. That's not a threat. And Superior Court already ruled about threats. First of all, there's no such thing as a threat. That's number one. Number two, if you want to play this game, I'll be playing every video of police officers threatening people to kill them. Now that's a threat because why? They got a gun. You got deputies, you got sheriffs threatening people to shoot them. You got 2 sheriffs, or we're looking out here in Minnesota. And so on video all over YouTube, you got 2 sheriffs out of Minnesota and police officers driving around and stopping these black guys, or we're looking to kill some niggers. That's all over YouTube. But them motherfuckers still got a job. No. The Constitutional right says we are all equal. You cannot rule on this man and don't rule on this guy. Cannot charge this man, but charge this man for the same thing this man says. No, we are all equal protected, no matter what. No matter what. So we're going over this again, getting prepared. And first, the case is going to be removed because of the fact that the clerks, I was pulled up my complaint that I filed against the clerk for violating court rules and regulations. Once you give something to a person to file, it's supposed to be filed. No ifs and no buts. You don't wait for no judge to decide whether you can file something. No, it don't work like that. No. So I'm suing the clerk. Her name is on the lawsuit, and her supervisor's name is on the lawsuit for violating that there. All right. And in my complaint, when I filed, I asked them for a copy of the oath of office. And under Minnesota laws, it says that once you request a copy of the oath of office, they have to provide it to you. No ifs and no buts. They have a certain amount of time to provide it. And they never did. And they supposed to be, if they don't have an oath of office on file, they got to be locked up. And everything that any judge or clerk done is void. Is void, completely void. That's from the Secretary of State of every state. They say the same thing. It's void, and they have to be arrested because they impersonating a court clerk or a judge. They got to be removed and arrested, period. So then one officer goes, when I got the call, I was informed that the individual called the Faribault Sheriff's Department. I spoke with Deputy such and such there that took the first report and was advised that, no, we're not going to do nothing to me because he didn't violate no laws. Then they spoke with another area of Steele County. No, he didn't violate no laws. We saw the video, blase. So then they call out here to where my divorce court is, which is ironic because I found out that that's called Sibling County. I didn't even know that. So anyway, they spoke to them. Oh yeah, let's go after this nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna sue every one of them. I got a right to sue every one of them. Falsified a police report. So many deputies are going to jail in Minnesota for falsified police report, drunk driving, assaulting, and all that. So many motherfuckers are, man. Because now you're in the federal laws, man. This case will be transferred to federal court because this has no right in state court because this violates my constitutional rights. So they come out, this same individual comes out, and she was warned so many times, leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Now, this individual states here that she hasn't seen my wife since 2018, 17 or 18, right? But yet my wife moved in with her on 5/7/2020. So you lied. Oh, I forgot she's white. I forgot. Damn it. I keep forgetting she's white. So she could lie on me again and conspiracy against me again because she's white. Man, I'm telling every one of you motherfuckers, don't go to Minnesota. That's the racist motherfucking state in the world, man. You probably can find maybe 5 or maybe 7 people that's not racist. But other than that, Minnesota's a racist motherfucking state, man. Ku Klux Klan's all in Minnesota, man. In the courthouses. And the bad part is you got these Mexicans out there that are racist against their own kind, you know? So, no. Minnesota sucks, man. Minnesota sucks. There's some racist motherfuckers out there, man. Like I said, you may got maybe you could probably find a couple of people that's not racist if you're lucky. But other than that, Minnesota is very racist. Very racist. Very, very racist. And the women can lie on you so quick. And I hope the judge is married, I believe. I hope his wife lies on his ass. No judge can tell the truth. You a judge, you a prosecutor, you some lying motherfuckers. You's a lying motherfuckers. You are some lying motherfuckers. And that bullshit, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth to help you God? That don't mean a fucking thing. That don't mean a fucking thing. You know, nothing whatsoever. Judges lie. You a judge, you're screwing prostitutes and everything else. I don't give a fuck. You a female judge, male judge, you a pig, a cop, a deputy, a sheriff. You fucking over your own wife and your wife is fucking over you. There's no issue, no buts about it. There's no issue, no buts about it. You're no good because you lie so fucking much. Everything come out of your mouth is a fucking lie. And the best thing about it is that you can be charged now. You can be charged for falsifying police records. That's a federal offense. No, it's no buts. That's federal offense. Because everything you said in your police report, these two idiots, and that's just what I call them, idiots, and I call it to them in their face. Everything you put in your report was falsified and misleading. And this fucking judge violated a federal law. Violated a federal law on the judge Adam J. Thomas. Stated 2023 in the federal court ruled that no prosecutor or attorney or a judge can order a psych evaluation. It is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional, violates that person's First Amendment, Fifth Amendment, and Sixth Amendment constitutional rights. Unconstitutional. Because I told that judge, y'all some racist motherfuckers, and I got the right to say that. I got the right to say you're racist. I got the right to say you violated my constitutional right. I got the right to say I'm coming after you what the law says that I got a right to do. I'm coming after you what the federal court says I got a right to do. I got so many cases ready, built up, filed up, and everything else to go after your asses. I got that constitutional right to sue you. No one, once you violate in the United States and federal courts rule, once any judge, any prosecutor, city attorney, pig, cop, sheriff, deputy violate your constitutional rights, they can be sued. They do not have immunity. They do not have immunity. Give you a case right now. Right here, it says right here, federal affidavit in the cause of a government official that violates the constitutional right, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of expression. All law enforcement agencies are not protected by immunity for violating the Constitution. No law enforcement agency is protected with immunity for violating the constitutional rights. No law enforcement, no judge, no prosecutor, no city attorney or city has the right to immunity once they violate the Constitution. Once they violate the Constitution, they do not have immunity whatsoever. And if any judge decide to give somebody immunity protection, they're in violation. Because they're in violation of what the federal court ruled and what the United States Superior Court ruled. So they're in violation. So they got to get removed off the bench. You violated the oath of office, 1983. But them are some lying motherfuckers, man. Them are some lying motherfuckers. Me and the attorney were going over this shit. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Something's wrong here, okay? Something is really wrong here, all right? Every felony got to go in front of a grand jury for indictment. Every felony. I don't give a fuck what kind it is. Every felony has to go in front of a grand jury. Where's the affidavit? See, and this is the funny thing, and I'm going to say this because we know how to work this. Is this the thing? This judge and that other judge didn't know what the fuck I was saying. So how was they informed? You see? The state cannot be a victim. It has to be a victim. A victim. They got to sign a sworn affidavit. And I don't have the sworn affidavit. I've been asking for the sworn affidavit of both judges. I don't have the sworn affidavit. What did I say that was threatening? Because I said, you some racist motherfuckers? That's not a threat. That's not a threat. You abuse your powers. You file false charges on me, and I'm coming after you motherfuckers with everything that the law says I got a right to do and my constitutional right. That's what I'm doing. Y'all don't deserve to have no fucking Christmas and shit. I got that constitutional right to sue you motherfuckers. I got that constitutional right. You know? And what's funny is because they violated his constitution, this one deputy goes, because they violated his constitutional rights, I see no case here. This one deputy says this, right? Now these other two idiots, well, the judge in Minnesota are very racist from judge such and such and judge such and such. Okay, I got the right to say that. I got the fucking right to call you racist motherfuckers. I got the right to call you Klansmen and everything. I got that fucking right to say that. What law says that I don't got the right to call you racist? There is no fucking law. And there never will be a law. I got the right to call you whatever the fuck I want to call you. I got the right to bring you out and challenge you. I got that constitutional right to do that. I got the constitutional right to protect my name, my honor. I have that right. I have the right to say, yes, this judge willingly, knowingly let perjury in her court. Willingly, knowingly let an attorney testify. Attorneys can't testify. A judge can't testify. A judge is there to be a referee and follow the letter of the law. That's what it says. Judge was racist towards me, biased, and discriminated. And I know so many attorneys that went in front of this lady that can't stand her ass because she don't follow the letter of the law. And I'm bringing them in as witnesses. See? And it's funny, I'm subpoenaing every one of these motherfucking deputies, and they're going to get on the witness stand. My Sixth Amendment. I got the right to cross-examine my victim and my witnesses. I got that constitutional right to cross-examine my accuser. Not on video. Your ass got to be on that motherfucking stand. So I get your ass for perjury. Your ass got to get on that motherfucking stand. And I'm putting the fucking DA on the witness stand. Yeah. I'm putting his fucking ass on the witness stand. I got that constitutional right to put his ass on the witness stand. For discrimination, hate, attempted murder on my life. I got that fucking right to put that motherfucking racist bastard on the witness stand. We got that right to put the prosecutor on the witness stand. No ifs and no buts. No ifs and no buts. We got that fucking right. We got the right to sue the motherfuckers. Wake up, people. Read your Constitution. Fuck the state Constitution. Read your original Constitution. That's more powerful than this bullshit they do. Congress shall not make no laws infringe of the Constitution. All laws that Congress passes is unconstitutional. All laws Congress passes is unconstitutional. So they try to pass some fucking stupid ass law to protect the Israel Jews. Fuck them. Them laws are unconstitutional. Them laws are unconstitutional. Congress cannot interfere with the Constitution. They are void. Period. Congress cannot just go out there and pass laws, man. Read your fucking Constitution. Fuck the state Constitution. The state Constitution don't mean a fucking thing whatsoever, man. The state Constitution don't mean a fucking thing whatsoever. Habeas corpus. For a crime to be committed. Now, this was even done 2023 on a case out of New Jersey. Okay? He sued $68 million in punitive damages. $68 million in punitive damages. And I'm only going after them for $160 million each. This motherfucker sued $68 million in punitive damages, false arrests, falsified police reports. He sued the prosecutor, the city, and everything. All right. And it says right here, by a ruling of the appeals court, okay, in New Jersey, in order for a crime to exist, there has to be a corpus delicti, a live victim. Cannot be the state, because the state's not a victim. The state is a corporation. Cannot be the state. It has to be a victim, a sworn affidavit. Wait a minute, I didn't get no sworn affidavit. I didn't get no copy of no sworn affidavit. First of all, the $1 million question is, who told you about my videos? That's hearsay, okay? Because this person hates me so much and lied on the police report why I don't see why she's not in prison. But I forgot because she's white. And she a woman. But this individual right here lied when she called up the sheriff's department and told them she hasn't seen my wife 2017, 2018, when my wife moved in with her on 5/7/2020. Her ex tell me when she moved out 2 weeks before Thanksgiving of November 2020. I don't care. I filed a divorce. I filed a divorce to get away from her. I didn't care no more. I didn't care no more. You know, and so it's okay for white people to lie. It's okay for white people to file false charges. But let's see. If a black does that or a Mexican does that, they go to jail. Yeah. They go to jail because they committed perjury on a legal document. And it says on the penalty of perjury, penalty of perjury, penalty of perjury. Is this report accurate at your knowledge? Yes, it's accurate on the penalty of perjury. So I'm going to go after these deputies for penalty of perjury because they turned around. They didn't put what was in my YouTube videos. No. If the feds say I didn't commit a crime, Homeland Security say I didn't commit a crime, how the fuck you going to say I committed a crime? Behind hate, discrimination, retaliation. We looked up this DA, man. He all over Facebook, partying with the judge and all of this shit. Pictures all over Facebook about these judges and stuff. They kids and all that shit. The motherfucker holding a beer or some kind of drink in his hand, alcohol all over the table in the courthouse and stuff like that. Wait a minute. So y'all throwing parties in the courthouses with drugs and alcohol, but you want to lock up these people for drugs and alcohol. Where's the logic in this? Where's the man? People start investigating these judges, investigating these prosecutors, man. Get the dirt on these motherfuckers, man. Because there's not one of them motherfuckers that are angels. That are angels. Not one of those motherfuckers are angels, man. Not one. Not one. Yes, you can put a prosecutor on the witness stand. The law says we got the right to cross-examine our accusers. So that motherfucker is accusing us too. We got the right to put that son of a bitch on the witness stand. That motherfucker got to raise his hand, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing. But even though it don't matter, but that's when you get his punk asses on perjury. You see, on perjury. You know, and these motherfuckers, man. Let me tell you, Minnesota is a racist motherfucking state, man. But everybody kept saying, where's the crime? There's no fucking crime. God damn it, they white, just like me, huh? I said, yep, they white. That's why they trying to get away with this. They white. They white. Yes. They white. I got a federal judge I know. She keeping an eye on everything, man. You know, and it's funny how there's no fucking crime. You got the right to call them racist. You got the right to call them motherfuckers. Don't these idiots out there know they don't follow the laws of the United States Superior Court rulings? No, but that's bad in their favor because guess what? Once their ruling is overturned against them, anything that they did in their courtroom would be looked at very, very carefully now. Because anytime a judge's name comes up on a document from any criminal case, they look at their shit with a fine-tooth comb to see if there was a violation. And if there was, that judge will be investigated without them even knowing it. And they can be removed immediately. You got judges all over the United States being removed. California, New York, Minnesota. Retaliation, hate, discrimination. Having illegal alcohol in courts, throwing parties in courts, when courts close, alcohol in a government building. You ain't supposed to have that shit in a government building, you know. And these people right on themselves, man, because they put that shit all over Facebook when they in the courts partying with alcohol and shit. And then you look at these fuckers, and wait a minute, that's when the marshals should be locking their asses up. Because you brought alcohol into a federal building. You brought alcohol into a courthouse. I wouldn't give a damn if you're not having court or not. You know, you ain't supposed to be bringing no alcohol and drugs into no courthouses. You know, and I'll be video recording. I'll be recording my court case on my phone. It's gonna be attached and everything. The court's already ruled I got a right to record my court procedures. And the judge can't deny me shit. The judge cannot record on Zoom. They ruled that. Zoom is in violation of privacy. Zoom is in violation of privacy. They already ruled that. Zoom is in violation. And I told that fucking judge, I said, dude, when I was here last time, I saw this shit on the web. Why is that case on the web? He couldn't answer it. So now they got to answer one thing. They got to answer these questions here. You don't have jurisdiction. The court's already ruled you don't got jurisdiction, number one. Number two, where's my bond? Where's my bit bond? Do you have an oath of office? I want to see a copy. I want a copy of your oath of office. Where is my bond? Are you making money off of my bond? Who's getting paid the principal? Where's my bit bond? They got to answer these questions. I don't understand. It's in violation of my constitutional rights. I don't understand these procedures or nothing. No court can say they have jurisdiction. That was already ruled. No court can say that they have jurisdiction. No court. In the big famous case of Madison, no court has jurisdiction over no living being. Another good case called Corpus Delicti. The state cannot be a victim. It has to be a body, a live person, human being to be a victim. The state cannot be a victim. The state cannot be a victim. So, anything they come up with now, and as they gave this lousy public defender, and we couldn't find, I've been asking and asking, where's the affidavit? Where's the sworn affidavit? Where's the sworn affidavit? Where's the affidavit from the grand jury? They need that. They don't need it on misdemeanors, but on felonies, it has to go in front of a grand jury. A grand jury. You see, all felonies have to go in front of a grand jury to indict you. No ifs and no buts. That's the Constitution. That's the Constitution. And I got it right here, too. I got it right here. Under the United States Constitution, rights, for an indictment to proceed, it has to go, all felonies have to go and be indicted by a grand jury. The only cases that does not need a grand jury indictment are misdemeanors. For a victim, the state cannot be called a victim. It has to be a body, corpus delicti. In other words, a live person, a living person has to be the victim. A sworn affidavit statement from the victim has to be handed to the defense immediately. Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment, the defendant has a right to cross-examine his accusers. The defendant has a right to cross-examine his accusers and question his accusers on the witness stand. I'm having everybody subpoenaed, and they got to subpoena them because if you in your name on that police report, you being subpoenaed. It ain't no shit about, well, they're out sick, and I don't want to hear that. Then you got to be held for attempted court. I don't want to hear, well, I'm at work and I need a bed. I don't want to hear that shit. You went out of your way to file false charges and violate my constitutional rights. I'm not playing this shit no more. I'm coming after every one of you motherfuckers, man. The law says I got a right to sue you. The law says, the constitutional right says I got a right to sue you. So many cases says I got a right to sue. False imprisonment, false allegations, false charges. Violated my 14th and 15th Amendment. I got a right to come after you by the law says I got a right to do and the constitutional right says I got a right to do. My constitutional rights protects me. My constitutional rights is not only out there for me, but out there against you. So you know that you cannot violate my constitutional rights. You have to follow the constitutional rights and the laws of the Constitution, the common law of the Constitution. That's what you got to follow, the common law of the Constitution. The common law is a superior clause law of the land. The Constitution, the original Constitution. That's what you have to go by. The original Constitution. And people got to understand, man, Congress just can't pass laws, man, because they're unconstitutional. Congress does not have the right to pass any laws. People wake the fuck up, man. Read your Constitution. Go after these fucking lousy pig-ass judges, prosecutors, cops, deputy sheriffs. Go after these motherfuckers for violating your constitutional rights, man. Don't sit back and take this shit no more, man. Start fighting these motherfuckers in court. We got the right to fight in court. We got the right to come after you. What the law says we got the right to do. And what's so funny is they threaten us. They harass us. They file false charges, false police reports. That's what they do. See that judge that said probable cause? No, there wasn't no probable cause. Under no laws, there was no probable cause. The probable cause was because I cursed them out on video, on the internet. And I called them racist motherfuckers. That's not probable cause. Because I said, I'm coming after you with the law and the Constitution right says I got a right to do. That's not probable cause. But these racist motherfucking white bastards, that's probable cause. No, that's not probable cause. No matter what, I'm getting you every day for $120,000. Every fucking day. I'm getting every one of you motherfuckers $120,000 because I got that constitutional right. South versus Smith. United States Superior Court ruled each day that defendant is on bail has a right to come after the prosecutor, the judge, and law enforcement, pigs, deputy sheriff, whatever the fuck you want to call them. You got the right to sue them for $120,000 a day. A day. And if you incarcerated and was locked up, $220,000 a day. That's a federal ruling. There's no limitation because you violated my constitutional right. You violated my freedom. That's what you did. And I got the right to sue you son of a bitches, man. You are some racist motherfuckers. That's what you are, racist motherfuckers. And then we like looking at all the videos again, and every video gonna be played in the courthouse. Ain't gonna be no 2-day trial. I don't know what the fuck that white racist motherfucker talking about. You know, and that judge gonna be removed. Straight up, he's removing himself. He's accusing himself because he violated the Constitution. Bias, retaliation, and he's stupid because he don't even know what the meaning of what the federal court ruled and the United States court ruled about probable cause. You cannot charge someone for freedom of speech. You open up your ass, a whole new ass worms of an ass kicking in federal court. 1983. So what? I called you a racist motherfucker. I got that right. We, the people, have that right to call you a racist motherfucker, call you a pig, call you a cunt. We got that right. I don't give a fuck about your feelings no fucking more. The Constitution has nothing to do with your feelings. We got the right to call you whatever the fuck we want to call you motherfuckers, man. And y'all some racist, crooked motherfuckers, corrupted motherfuckers. You file false police reports. This police report was dissected so many ways. Where is the fucking crime? Disorderly conduct. Where? Was you in public? No. Do you drink? No. Mess with drugs? No. Never did, never will. Only cowards drink. Only cowards carry guns. Only cowards got to hit a suspect while they handcuffed. Punks. Man, I'll say it again, man. When I was married, if my wife ever got hit by some punk ass cop, deputy sheriff, I would have whooped their ass because I got that right to protect my family. Once you put your hands on me in a violent manner, I got the right. I got the fucking right to protect myself. No ifs and no buts. And no matter which way I take it, I got that fucking right to protect myself. You see on the news every fucking day, women getting pulled over, getting beat up by deputies and shit. Man, y'all cowards, man. Y'all fucking what y'all do to us got to happen to every judge, every other police and sheriff and deputy. Y'all got to start killing their family members. Y'all got to start beating down their family members. You can't just, then it'll be even. You got to bust in the shit. You got to bust into the judge's house with no search warrant, beat his ass and stuff like that. Then it'll be even. We laugh every day. It's all over the internet. We proud when we see you motherfuckers getting killed and shot down and everything. We proud of that because y'all not above the law. Y'all are just like we are. We breathe, you breathe. We die, you die. You are nobody better. None of y'all motherfuckers are angels, man. Y'all the crookedest, most corrupted system in the United States. Neither one of you motherfuckers from lousy judge men, lousy judge women, pigs, cops, deputies, sheriffs, none of you son of bitches can pass a drug test. None of you son of bitches can pass the polygraph. None of y'all can. Y'all all cheaters, liars, scumbags is what y'all are. I only know there's been a couple of few good judges in Minnesota when it comes to federal laws and violation of constitutional rights. Some are some good judges because they tired of you lousy ass fucking low court judges and shit violating defendants' rights and stuff like that. No probable cause. I got the right to say what the fuck I want to say. No probable cause. I got the right to have your asses on the witness stand. It ain't, there's no game. There's no fucking game. Your ass will be on the witness stand. These charges got to be dismissed. No ifs and no buts. Interest of justice. No ifs and no buts. Because I'm coming after every one of you motherfuckers. 1983 lawsuit. No ifs and no buts. I want your car. I want your house. I want your bank account. I want your savings account. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. You know, I want it all. You know, that's what I want. 220,000 times 12. Oh man, y'all screwed. Y'all screwed. That's $500,000. Y'all screwed, man. Y'all screwed. Y'all screwed, man. You know, I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm really fucking mad, man, with these white racist motherfuckers, man. I hate them. I hate racist people, man. I hate liars, man. And this one deputy here referred to Judge something. Okay, so what? That's right, I said it. Okay, he got here. No female judge should be allowed in any fucking state to deal with divorce. Okay, so what? Where is the violation? I got the right. No fucking female judge should be handling no fucking divorce. I got that right to say that. I have that fucking right. That's my constitutional right. See, this is what gets me. Everything they put on here, I got a constitutional right to say. So what law did I fucking break? No law. This is a hate crime that they get on me. Hate, retaliation, discrimination. So what? I said, quote, unquote. Mr. Melillo said no female judge should be allowed to fucking handle any divorce cases. Okay, so what? He said that. Where is the crime? Where is the threats? Where is the disorderly conduct? He's on video. Everybody's on fucking video. Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's on, what's that other one? TikTok. So what? So what? So what? Man, I'm coming after them motherfuckers, man, with the law says I got a right to sue them by, man. I want them poor. I want them motherfuckers. I want them son of a bitch racist bastards without a job. You know, and the good thing, I'm going after them individually. And I'm going after the city. What the fuck is the name of that city? Whatever the city is, man. Because they should know better. They hide the motherfuckers. You know? Yeah. So he goes, no female judge should handle any fucking divorce cases. Okay. So what? Okay, then he goes and says, well, watching, he speaks about his marriage to his wife when he first met and has changed while going through the divorce. You a lying motherfucker. I bust her cheating, is what I said. I bust her lies. She tried to kill me twice, but because she's a Korean woman, she could get away with it. Even though in the state of Minnesota states that anyone with STD or AIDS have to inform their sex partner. No ifs and no buts. No ifs and no buts. That's the law. But if a guy is with someone, he has AIDS and he don't inform them, you put them in jail. No, it don't work like that. No, it don't work like that. So everything that they switched around the words and stuff, took out and put what they want to put in there is not on the videos. It's not on the videos. And that evidence right there, my videos will prove that they lied, motherfuckers. They falsified a police report. They put in there what they want to put in there. And it's so funny, man. They got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages of lies. We're going over every fucking word that they typed in here, and it's not on my videos. It's not on my videos. What they're saying is not on none of my videos. None of them. None of them. That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. So we turned around, judge sent out a request to Facebook. And we got a response back. It says, no, there was no such thing. The legal department looked it up and everything else, no such thing. No such thing. It says, okay, so we got that in writing. All right. So now the main $1 million question here is, who told these so-called victims that I said what I said about them? Only one person. So they don't have no affidavit from the victims because they can't be. They can't be unless they come up with that they just printed one, just made one, right? They have nothing from a grand jury because I've been asking for it. So the DA violated this law right here. This case gotta get thrown the fuck out. There's no ifs and no buts, man. I'm not worried, but I hate when somebody from discrimination and hate. These motherfuckers need to be behind bars. The judge need to be behind bars. All 3 judges need to be behind bars. They need to be without a job. The DA needs to be behind bars. Conspiracy, hate, retaliation. That motherfucker shouldn't even have a fucking job. Okay? And all of them lie. Let's get one fucking thing clear here. You got fucking some judges now that ain't taking their lies no fucking more. And one thing I love about federal court, state court don't mean shit when it comes to federal court. When your ass get on that witness stand in federal court and you lie to that federal judge, your ass is being charged with perjury. You lose immunity. That's in federal court. You have no immunity. A lot of cases already ruled that police officers' immunity, qualified immunity, is denied. I can bring up thousands of cases from all over the United States. Qualified immunity denied. You committed perjury. You lied. False imprisonment, false arrest. You lied. You lied. And Minnesota courts got to follow the same laws as other states. Qualified immunity denied. California, they lost all qualified immunity. Colorado was the best one of them all. You cut your body cam off, you go to jail, you lose your job. for tampering with evidence. You lie, you go to jail for perjury. No ifs and no buts. They're not taking this bullshit from prosecutors no more. No. DAs don't have qualified immunity in Colorado no more. Judges don't have qualified immunity. Nobody has qualified immunity in the state of Colorado no more. 2 judges said, what right do they have for qualified immunity if a regular citizen does not have qualified immunity? There's no such thing as qualified immunity. No such thing whatsoever. There's no fucking such thing in the constitutional right of qualified immunity. But it says qualified immunity is a myth. There's no such thing as any law enforcement, prosecutor, government official that has qualified immunity. There's no such thing. No such thing. The people got the right to sue them. The people of the United States got the right to sue them. The people could sue in other states from one state to another state. You got the right to bring a suit against that person that committed harm against you. You got that constitutional right. Read your constitutional rights, people. Read your constitutional rights, man. Your original constitutional rights. 1776 all the way down, man. All the way up. Fuck. Congress shall pass no laws infringing of the Constitution. Congress shall pass no laws. Congress does not have the authority to pass any laws whatsoever. And I'll give you a good case here. Congress does not have the power to pass laws that overrides the Constitution, such as, by example, the scope of the Superior Clause, the scope of Superior Court, original jurisdiction. Thomas Jefferson defended John Adams in the presidential election, which was decided on February 17th, 1801. Bam. Let's see another one about John. Okay. Superior Court ruled 2023 Colorado case. Superior Court ruled today in such and such Colorado. Can't pronounce this guy's defendant's name. There's no such thing as a threat or a true threat. Okay? The First Amendment protects freedom of speech, freedom of expression under the First Amendment. Threats are even protected under the First Amendment. But it's to an extent where, how was this individual's mind? Okay, this guy's conviction was overturned because there was no such thing as probable cause of a threat that this man did whatsoever. There was no threat, regardless. And all states have to now look at this here because now it puts them on notice again. This is from one judge out of Colorado Appeals Court. The courts system and the prosecution is recklessly violating people's First Amendment rights of freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression by using words of threats to be non-protected, which there's no such thing as threats. No such thing as threats, okay? Then it goes here about threats. First of all, to consider something as a threat, you have to be 100% guaranteed that this person was acting in a threatening manner. Because a person is upset, cursing, swearing, he has that constitutional right to express his feelings and the pain he is suffering and everything else that he's going through. That individual has that constitutional right. You got to stop jailing people for violating their constitutional rights when you failed to protect the individual's First Amendment rights. When you fail to protect the individual's First Amendment rights of freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press, you failed to protect that. So this case is overturned in the appellate court for the defendant. All charges are being removed from his record and lawsuit can proceed. Colorado, Appeals Court, Colorado. It says that for a threat to exist, you have to prove. You cannot prove because someone is mad or upset that that's a threat. They have every constitutional right to say what they want to say. You cannot even prove to the courts that he would even act out his threat. Hearsay is not. Hearsay is not a guaranteed requirements to lock someone up. Hearsay is not a guaranteed requirement to lock someone up. Hearsay is hearsay, and hearsay cannot be used whatsoever in any police statements without a signed affidavit by the plaintiffs. Colorado. A threat. We got to stop locking people up because of the words we do not like to hear, or because our feelings are hurt, and because they turn around and the prosecutor used those words as threats. When each state in the United States cannot keep violating freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press, that is a crime. When you violate those constitutional rights, that is a crime under ACLU, which I don't believe them motherfuckers, because those are house nigga people there, man. I don't even believe in them. Those are ass kisses there. You cannot keep charging people because of the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and freedom of the press, and charge them with a threat that is unconstitutional. So many words, so many ways, so many cases here, man. So many cases. Now, this is the best one right here. This one right here is awesome. This one right here is awesome, man. I don't want nothing from the LCLU. This right here is awesome. Okay. All right. No state or local. Check this out. This was a ruling. This was a ruling on October. No, excuse me. This was a ruling on February 17, 2023. Okay. State or local laws, okay, cannot violate the constitutional rights. The state makes laws that are unconstitutional. The state makes laws that are unconstitutional. What is the example of unconstitutional, declared unconstitutional? The federal courts have ruled and held that under the Constitution, federal laws over state laws, the state has no power on the federal laws. Each law the state passes is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. Each law a state passes is unconstitutional by federal laws. State laws are void and non-laws. State laws do not have the power to void federal laws. All laws that states pass is unconstitutional. All rules, regulations, and penal codes is unconstitutional to the abiding citizen. Rules and regulations and codes are for government officials only, not the abiding citizen. Rules, codes, and regulations are not for the citizens. They are for federal government employees. Government employees. They for prosecution, which is a DA, judges, pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies. Rules, penal codes, and statutes are for government employees. All rules, statutes, and penal codes are unconstitutional January 5th, 2023. State laws held unconstitutional. And it goes on and on and on. Read your fucking Constitution. Read your Constitution. State Constitution is not a constitution. It's unconstitutional when it violates the federal Constitution, the United States Constitution. The United States Constitution is the superior court of the land, superior clause of the land. The common law is a superior clause of the land. Common law is a superior clause of the land. Common law. No state or federal government can violate common law. Common law is the law of the land, superior clause of the land. Unconstitutional laws in the House of Representatives in Minnesota. As legislature pass a bill and the governor signs into law, it may be challenged as being unconstitutional. Any law that the governor of Minnesota passes is unconstitutional. Minnesota House of Representatives. All legislators, bills that a governor signs into law is unconstitutional, can be challenged, and is unconstitutional. 2023. Cases reversed under freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression and of threats. Cases overturned. Lawsuits can proceed. False imprisonment, false arrest, kidnap, and attempted murder. Read your Constitution, people. Read your Constitution. To my brothers and sisters that are Muslims out there, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all going through that. You know, I wish I was there to fight with y'all, you know, because I would fight for y'all, because y'all my brothers and sisters. We're all Muslims, you know, and may Allah be with you all, you know. And we having a fight in the United States, man, where they're killing off all African Americans and blacks. So we already know how racist our government is in the United States. We already know this. We experience it every day. You know, so the United States is no better than any other country, you know, because in the United States, they can turn around and they kill us, lock us up and everything else under false charges. You know, and that's the bad thing about the United States. You know, but I really feel sorry for every one of my Muslim brothers and sisters. You know, like in Gaza, man, war crimes. Israel is committing war crimes and stuff. The United States has committed war crimes against us all. Let me explain something to y'all people right now about the United States, man. First of all, let's get one thing clear. My father's father, his father's father, all the way down was in the army. And we were all in the army, grew up on this and that, you know. But let me explain something to you people right now. Why do you want to put your life up for these motherfuckers that gets rich and richer and richer? Send Congress's kids there. Send the Democrats' kids there. Send the Republican kids there. Send the governor's kids there. We have no right to fight a war with Israel for Israel whatsoever. Okay, let's get that cleared right now. Wake the fuck up. We have never won a war. We have started more wars. It's in history. The United States has started more wars than any country, always trying to get everything from other countries because we don't have shit. Y'all talk so much shit about China, Japan, and and every other country. But guess what, you stupid son of bitches? Everything you own, everything you own comes from other countries. And the stupid thing about what I hate about a lot of some of these judges, these so-called judges that let these fuckers file bankruptcy, they only file in bankruptcy in the United States. Like when Babies R Us and Toys R Us did that shit, I was explaining to my ex, but they open over there overseas. They open in China, they open in Philippines, Mexico, they open all over overseas. They just don't want to pay the United States people what they want. See, the difference between the United States and overseas is they don't get vacation pay. They don't get sick pay. They don't get insurance pay. That's the difference. So whatever they charge over there, they making their money. The companies are just out of business in the United States. They don't want to pay your stupid asses. And these judges that let these motherfuckers file bankruptcy, they need to be removed because they're getting kickbacks. Anytime a judge denies a lawsuit or lets a bankruptcy go through on these businesses, they're getting kickbacks. They are getting kickbacks. They are on the take. They are corrupt. They are corrupt. You got Payless, Philippines. Payless Shoe Store, Mexico. Every brand and every store that closed down in the United States been open overseas for years. They just don't want to pay you motherfuckers. That's what it is. So what do? They get you stupid son of a bitches. Oh, go online. You can order online. And they charging you shipping fees and everything else. Y'all some stupid motherfucker. You know what we used to say back then when I was growing up? We use an old term. We use a phrase. We used to use a phrase like well, let me see. How can I put it now? People in the United States are stupid. Yeah, they straight. You got let's say you got 1,000%. Out of 1,000%, you got 5% of that 1,000% that got goddamn sense. The rest are all ignorance. Stupid son of bitches, man. Stupid son of bitches. Is the intelligence is so overwhelming, man. I blame these parents. I blame the education system because the education failed you motherfuckers, man. Y'all some stupid, ignorant motherfuckers, man. You really are. And then you got the idiots pro-life. Wait a minute. This one lady got busted. She's a pro-life person, but yet she had 6 abortions. Then you got plastic bags. Okay, plastic bag. Let's get an example here. You got these idiots that put in your head plastic bags are dangerous. What does your milk come in? Plastic. What does your lotion come in? Plastic. What does your shampoo come in? Plastic. What does your oil come in? Plastic. What does your batteries come in? Plastic. You see how stupid society is? There's no fucking such thing as we are destroying the world, the environment with plastic. Y'all stupid son of a bitch. You see, I'm going to start selling dog shit. And I'm going to put it on the internet. A plate of dog shit with biscuits is the best thing you can eat. And y'all will buy it because that's how stupid y'all are. Okay? That's just how stupid y'all are. The United States is the only country that says now they can sell lab-made meats. Other countries deny that because it's not healthy, you'll die. They proved that. They have proven that. Everybody got a hand in somebody's pockets in the government. But you stupid son of bitches, well, we got to clean the environment. Mother Earth's been here way before we have. And the environment is good. Okay? We have too many trees on this world to not have oxygen. The trees helps the environment, gives us oxygen. Y'all some stupid son of a bitches, man. Then you say gas stoves. Let's see. This motherfucker got his $6.5 million in his pocket to try to pass a bill for electrical stoves. And you tell me I can't have a gas stove? I can have whatever the fuck I want to have. What right do you got to tell the people what we are right to have and what we cannot have? We didn't put you in office for that. That's why this president, that's his last term. He ain't got no rights to be in office. He don't have no right to be in office. Anytime you go against the constitutional rights and the human nature rights, human laws from God, you have no right to be in office. You have no right to give our tax dollars to Israel. You have no right whatsoever to pass any laws like that against the American people. You have no fucking rights to do that. And y'all stupid son of bitches go for that stupid shit. He ain't gonna be, nobody gonna vote for his stupid ass again. He lost that. He probably have the racist motherfuckers. Well, I don't know. But he ain't gonna be, that's it for him. He gone. He ain't gonna be in office no more because he lost all votes. Everybody lost respect for any person that does some shit like that. You know, he's gone. Now, you stupid people for your Trump. Trump's always been a crook. He was never no good when he was a kid in New York City. He was never no fucking good. His daddy was never no fucking good. His whole family was never no fucking good. You know? And it's funny how I see Trump ain't out there bailing your asses out of jail. Trump caused treason. He caused treason against the United States. He caused treason against the government. He caused treason against the constitutional right. Well, fuck the government, because the government commits treasons every day. Okay? The government commits treason every day. You know, we have never won no war. Understand that now. We have never won no war. We have lost brothers, sisters, aunts, cousins behind our government on lies. Nothing but lies. People are waking up all over the countries now. Africa's waking up. Nigeria's waking. Everybody is waking up. They're getting tired of the United States. And they got the right to hate us. They got that right to hate us because we let our government do that to us. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers, man. Y'all stupid. Y'all are some stupid motherfuckers, man. You let these idiots blindfold y'all so much, man. Walmart just got busted in California selling fake eggs and chicken. They got shut down. People been dying. And stop saying for the children. You don't give two high fucks about one fucking child in the United States. Because if you did, them Republicans and some of them Democrats and Congress, judges, pigs, cops, sheriffs, deputies will be behind bars for sex trafficking, molesting, and rape. They be behind bars. So stop fucking using kids as a pawn. You remind me of some of these fucking lousy ass women that have kids. You're not going to see your child until I get this money. You no different than them bitches are. You no different than them. Stop saying for kids. Because you don't give a fucking damn about not one child in the United States. I don't believe a fucking thing a Democrat or Republican got to say. Not a fucking word. I don't believe none of them motherfuckers because they all liars. Just to get your stupid ass vote. But this asshole It's just like that. I forgot that house nigga lady, Oprah and Rock. He lost all respect. Everybody burnt all of his shit. Everybody I know that liked that The Rock got rid of all of his shit for what he did about Hawaii. Yeah, he's going down. He's going to be blacklisted pretty soon. In California, he's blacklisted in a lot of places. A lot of stores don't carry nothing with his name on it. Nothing. A lot of stores threw that shit out for what he did with Oprah about Hawaii. Oh, man. You just saw a lot of stores throw his shit out, man. Anything that had The Rock on it, his picture and shit, they threw that shit in the dumpster, man, in the trash. You know, he lost. He lost big time. In the sports industry in California, he lost big time. And then you got stupid some bitches about a pair of sneakers that is made in Hong Kong, China. Your Jordans, your Nikes, and all of that shit is made overseas, man. Let me explain something to you, stupid son of bitches. The United States hasn't made nothing in over 60 years. Everything comes from Mexico, the Philippines, Hong Kong, China, Seoul, Korea, and Taiwan. Everything you got in your house comes from another country. Everything you got on your food shelf comes from another country. Everything you got, listen carefully, everything you got on your food shelf comes from another country. Then, when it comes here, it's packaged here. I'm trying to think like I give you an example. Goodwrench. When they used to say that made in America, no, it was never made in America. It was made in Taiwan. And they just stamped on there, made in America. And then they got sued because the tools and everything was made overseas. And they got sued in 1999 for false advertisement saying it's made in America when it wasn't. Y'all stupid, man. See, that's how closed-minded and ignorant people in the United States are. They really are. That's stupid, you know. And it's the parents' fault because the parents let the government run their child. When I was growing up, man, you couldn't talk back to your mother or your father. You got your ass whipped. Matter of fact, if you had a grandmother, excuse me, if you had a grandmother or grandfather, you got another ass whipping because of the way you talk to your mom and your dad. The education department is the dumbest motherfucking department in the United States. The dumbest. Because y'all stupid son of bitches ain't learning shit. Back then, you learned or you got your ass whipped. I'm telling you, man, without these other countries that make and ship our supplies to us, we would not have shit. So y'all keep believing that bullshit that your government tells you. Y'all keep believing that bullshit. Paper money came out back in 1800s. So y'all keep believing all of that bullshit. Y'all keep believing all of that bullshit. You know, read your Constitution. Read the laws, the federal rules. Read the federal court decisions of laws. State has no right to pass laws. They are unconstitutional. They're unconstitutional. Been challenged so many times, man. Unconstitutional. You know? And you stupid son of bitches need to stop saying kids, protect the kids. They don't give a fuck about you or your child. They only give a fuck about your vote. A lie is a lie. Republicans been lying for years. Republicans been lying for years. It's time to get rid of every Republican needs to be put on trial for treason. Anyone that goes against the Constitution, the rights, the common law needs to be put up for treason and shot, like it says in the Constitution. Anytime you commit treason against the Constitution, you're supposed to be taken in front of a busy street, hung. Those laws got to be. See, You can't go to other country and fuck around. Look at that one asshole that went to Japan, fucked around and showed so much racism, and he was African American. He got what he deserved. He got what he deserved. You ain't going to other countries and disrespecting them. Then your ass belong in their prison. That's where your ass belong, in their prison. But here, you got stupid, ignorant fools get on planes. And what did that leave you when you went off on, when you assaulted a airline stewardess? My girlfriend's an airline stewardess, and she comes to see me every other weekend. But you assault an airline stewardess, you deserve to be in fucking federal prison. But how stupid you are when you disrespect these people that is flying that plane, trying to get you to your destination. You have no rights to be flying no more. They got the right to ban your ass from every flight in the United States. So if you got a death in the family and the funeral's tomorrow, you fucked. You either drive, because you ain't getting on no plane. You did that to yourselves. You assaulted a flight attendant. You are stupid. What in God's name made you assault a flight attendant? Then you got idiots that coming from California to Minnesota. This happened on our flight, right? Check this out. So we're coming in from California to Minnesota. These two idiots decided they want to hit the stewardess because they drunk. You deserve to be in fucking federal prison. You deserve to be in fucking prison. You deserve to be removed. You can't fly no fucking where no more. You brought that on yourself. You brought that on. Them flight attendants are not there for you to disrespect them. They're there, they're doing a job. Show them respect. Show the pilot respect. He's the one flying the plane. I don't care if it's a woman pilot, gay pilot, whatever. They are flying that plane. They are getting us to our destination. Show respect to them. That's the whole problem. Where I'm from, you got to earn respect. But one thing I do know about stewardesses, they show respect to us. Welcome aboard. Fasten your seatbelt, please. See, that's their job. Please turn your phone off. There's no need for you to be arguing with them. That is their job. But you stupid son of bitches want to attack flight attendants. You deserve what you got. You fucking deserve what you got. Period. You deserve what you got. You know, they are our lifebone of transportation. And they are some beautiful people. I have never had no problem with no flight attendant in my life. They always showed respect. And those pilots, I never knew that there was a woman pilot until I flew to Minnesota. I never knew that there was women truck drivers. And they got some fine ass truck drivers in Minnesota. Women truck drivers? I never seen that before in my life. Minnesota got some fine ass women truck drivers. They are fine. And you wouldn't believe, oh my God, they are beautiful. But you got to show these people respect. You know, that's it. Period. Wake the fuck up. Stop being selfish. Stop being cruel. Wake the fuck up. You have no right to disrespect no flight attendant and no truck drivers. You ain't got no right to do that. I'm sorry, you ain't got no right to do that, man. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers, and I'll say it again. American people, half American society, some stupid motherfuckers, man. Assalamu alaikum. May Allah be with all my brothers and sisters in Gaza, in Israel. I'm praying for y'all. And hope all of this madness and killing of Muslims just stops. You know, just stops. Peace out. I'm gonna take my medicine.